TSS is your ground. It is open for you, even when you will say you will take a month here, or when you will say you are leaving tomorrow. It is at the discretion of the organizers. Have the liberty, have the freedom to achieve greater heights and achieve the objectives of this tournament. We want to welcome you. Feel at Maracha District, feel at USSA West Nile Zone or Arua Zone.
The chair, Usa Maracha, the head teacher of Ottawa Secondary School. I want to say we are blessed to have the teams participating in Maracha District. And I want to thank Maracha Senior Secondary School together with the domestic for the initiative of inviting USA Zonal in the Maracha District. We are happy, and it has been a long way that we are able to host these games. From the regiment, we're supposed to have 8 teams participating here. So far, 59 have been reported, and we have variance 21. The 21 may not come. We have 28 girls teams, then 31 boys teams. As you can see, some people still have papers in their hands. They are being cleared, and the other games are going on. And it's been in a phased manner. Those who have immediate games by the fixture have been cleared and they're already playing. And so far, so good. I want to thank the district leadership for the security they've assured that nothing so far has happened. We are comfortable and we believe it's going to end well. I want to take this opportunity to warmly welcome you to witness the various games and have a say in whatever we're doing. We're enjoying the tranquility created by our government. I want to thank the Office of RDC for guaranteeing our security here. I don't have much to say. You are most welcome to deliver to all people for God and my country.
This is one of the most calm teachers in Maracha. I don't know, he might be also one in the whole of West Nile. If you can hear how he's talking, very quiet and calm. Thank you so much for your words. Without wasting time, my coat is not enough to host this, but I'll request as he comes, he will be able to usher in the next speakers. I give this time for the chairperson, Asu Maracha, to come and give his remark. As you'll also in turn help me welcome the chair, USA West Nile Zone.
Thank you, MC. The guest of honor for this auspicious occasion, the LC5 chairperson of the district, the DPC, the Secretary of Social Services, the sports officer, the chairperson, head teachers association of the region, my colleagues from the other districts, the games teachers, dear gallant players, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Oka Romano, the chair, ASU Maracha District. On my own behalf and also on behalf of the district, I want to take this single opportunity to welcome all our guests, and in particular the guests of honor, for honoring our invitation. And I want to say you are most welcome. I brief on our secondary department status in the district, particularly to our guests who are from other districts. We have a total of 13 secondary schools in the Maracha district. Of these, 7 are government grant aided, the 6 are purely private. We have only one single-sex secondary school, which is private, and the name is St. John's Girls SS Nyoro. So I want to say you are most welcome to join your colleagues who are in the school setting. One advantage of the Maracha District is we are strategically located. We are along a highway. Within a short time, you can be in Juba, you can be in Kaya, you can even be in Arua. That is a very rare opportunity for some of the districts that are very far from the highway. We have opportunities of health facilities. We have a hospital, not very far from here. You just cross the main road, you are there. In the case of any health complications, you are not managed at your lower levels of the health centers. Please, this is the opportunity when you are here. First of all, I want to appreciate the first schools that show the interest to ensure that this tournament for the region is brought to the district. Let us go for them. I also want to appreciate USSA Region Zone for considering this expression of interest, because it will have equally gone elsewhere. The district last hosted this kind of tournament in 2017. I think the memories are still very strong in the minds of those who are here. And I want to say this is not an error, because one of our prominent men of Maracha played for Liverpool Football Club. And if Maracha is hosting Lagos of Honor, this is not an error. We are trying to recall the active role. So while you are here, squeeze some time to go to say France in the names of this gallant player called Maracha France. So before we leave for Lefori, Germany, Zambia, there is a very powerful request from the center in the names of this gallant player who did it for Liverpool. Guests of honor, they are expecting the benefits when a district is hosting this kind of arrangement. One, it increases interaction. This time, listening, everything is localized. The teacher can be local, teachers are local, students are local. Everything is ended within the district. But when we have this kind of opportunity, our learners have the opportunity to interact with the learners elsewhere. The learners in Maracha who have not crossed even the line will have opportunity to interact with the students from Germany. You can now see the beauty of this interaction. So never make a mistake of going here without having this interaction. This interaction can be for academic benefit, and that is where my focus is. The MC teachers who take the lead. Let us not remain local. Let us use this opportunity. Two, as a honor, when the few teams arrive here by their buses, you can see the drama. Some of my young people who in the primary used to know that buses are only owned by companies. Because we have been seeing 9 courts, 9 star, baby courts, but this time schools are coming in buses. One benefit to me is my parents are able to see this. Our parents in Maracha District are able to see this. This is a very big challenge. So in our next AGM, I think some parents will raise a proposal that our schools should begin to own buses. Can look out for this opportunity. So I'm appealing to the drivers, when you see these kids passing these buses, they are not prepared. They are all having a shame with the buses. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I want to question my learners. I already told you we are situated along the highway. Most of these drivers are not professional. So in the course of this movement, in the evening, even during the day, don't hold your hands when you are crossing. We don't have hands. These people will maintain their speeds right away from Arua or from Mukodoko. Please take caution when you are on these roads. Even us, we are not saying we are not familiar with the roads. No. Move to the extreme side of the pedestrian. I want to apologize, dear guests of honor, for any inconveniences that may have been caused. The next speaker is going to tell us why this program is likely to drop, why we have very few participants that we are having on the day of opening ceremony. I leave that to the next speaker. But I want to say this should be a learning point to all of us to improve in the subsequent organization. This thing is rotational. We don't know where to the next shift. We would love to hear that in the next district year, the also at the general level will be hosted. Let us realize a lot of improvements. So with this, I want to really once again thank you, the team, who even came to waiting because there were one or two things that needed to be put in place. I therefore want to say after here, I want to wish you safe journeys, but you continue to come to interact with us because some of the district leadership have their counterparts who have accompanied the teams. It will not be good if they will be here interacting with us at our level. So to my colleagues who are head teachers, thank you so much for making an effort amidst the hardships to ensure that the facilitation is superb. So my appeal is my young players here must not be stunned because at our level as head teachers, we have done everything it takes to ensure that these activities are fully facilitated. I want to beg to stop and thank you so much. Now I want to take this opportunity also to invite my chairperson of the region to come to address the gathering. You're most welcome. Let us receive him.
Our dear chief guest for this function, the leadership of Maracha District, head teachers of Maracha District schools, both secondary and primary, they're here. The games teachers who have brought these teams here, the teams that are here, the staff of the school, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I want to take this opportunity to first of all say thank you for coming to grace this occasion. Feel at home. We are in Maracha SS, Maracha Domestic. These two schools are very hospitable. They received us on Tuesday when we arrived. And as you can see, we are looking handsome and beautiful because they are taking good care of us. So I thank these two host schools for that gesture of taking good care of us. And this is because Maracha is beautiful. These activities that we have come for is the program of Ministry of Education and Sports, as the name sounds. The activity of the Ministry of Education and Sports empowers us to identify talents in the learners and develop the talents for the good of our country and for the good of the beneficiaries, the learners themselves. These activities begin right from the school. It goes to the district level, to the regional level, national and international. So the first competition was organized at district levels, and the qualifiers, or those who qualified at district level, proceed to the zonal level. and ours is West Nile Zone. We expected 80 teams to come, but only 59 of them were able to come. The user chairperson of Maracha District has already emphasized on that. This activity will run from 9th up to 16th of this month, when we shall have the closing ceremony again. And thereafter, the winners will proceed to the national competition. We shall take the best 3 boys teams and the best 2 girls teams for the competition at national level. So number 1, number 2, and number 3 will proceed to Ngora SS, I think in Tesu sub-region, and the girls will go to Bokerea Comprehensive. The 2 activities are all sponsored by Uganda Secondary School Sports Association. And so all these teams that have reported here, the 59, are competing for those 5 slots, 3 for boys and 2 for girls. But before they get there, there are a lot of things that we do to prepare them, and it is sponsored by the Head Teachers Association of Uganda. The Head Teachers Association of Uganda have branches. We have West Nile branch, and also we have the district branches also. So the district take care of the activities that take place at the district level, and they fund it fully. And the ones for the regional is also funded by the Regional Head Teachers Association. And they supervise the activities of the Association of Uganda Secondary School Sports Association that we manage as user. So we collaborate very, very well with the head teachers to ensure that the activities are smoothly managed and up to the end. There are a number of challenges that we face in running these games. In most cases, many teams, almost schools, want to win in whatever way they want it. Sometimes they make these games become games not of students, but of other people, because they want to win at all costs. That is one of the challenges that we face. And it has been a very difficult thing to identify the ones who are not students, the ones who are not bona fide, in order to weed them out and have the bona fide students. Out of a team of 15 players, sometimes you find half are not students, and that denies the bona fide students opportunity to excel or to practice their talents. But as Uganda Secondary School Sports Association, in collaboration with the ASHU and the government of Uganda, especially the Ministry of Education and Sports, the Department of Physical Education, a number of steps have been taken to identify whether these people are bona fide students or they are non-bona fide. As a result, there is what we call now Sports Act, enacted by Parliament to try to curb these vices. And the Secretariat of the Sports Association at national level has come up with a mechanism of trying to identify the non-bona fide players, those who are not expected to participate. They have collaborated with UNEB to access the portal of UNEB to look at the results of these players, the certificates. When you enter the index number of the player with which is at UNEB examination at the primary or senior 4, or and you enter it in the system of UNEB, it brings the name of the person and the photograph of the person. So if somebody had used NASA Road to manufacture this document, it will be discovered. And or if somebody is using another person's document to impersonate, the correct photograph of the person whose document is being used will appear. And that puts away this person as an impersonator. There is a way also, now they try to change the index number of the right document, the right person, by altering the last digit. If your index number ends with 019, and you know that when you enter it in the system of the Sports Association, in that portal, it will identify that this player is registered in the other school and has not been officially transferred to the other school, to your school. It will show it when they alter, because when you enter the correct index number, it will show that, hey, this index number is of a player registered in another school somewhere. So you cannot register him in our portal. So what they do, they change the last digit of the index number, maybe now 018. When it comes to 018, the system will not identify it and you register this person. When verification is now being done, the one that you have entered, the wrong one, instead of 019, you have put 018 in order to register this, it will enter. In the system, it will show, this is index number of another person. You will realize that this index number was of a player, of a student in another school, not the school presented here. And we have been discovering this. And we have a staff from the National Secretariat of Sports Association here, sent to help us do that verification, because we are not allowed to access the portal of UNEB ourselves, but only the Secretariat. So they send the Secretariat staff to come and do it for us. That is according to their memorandum of understanding with UNEB. So they use 3 systems: the UNEB portal, the user portal, and also EMIS. EMIS, that where the students are registered by the schools on the EMIS system.
So the photographs are there, everything is there. So if these three systems are used, it is very difficult to lead you undetected. I don't know whether they will also get around that and the vehicle. Human beings are human beings. But we are trying our best to ensure that the right people, the learners, are the ones who participate in these tournaments so that we identify their talents, develop the talents, and to promote themselves and also the country. And these vices are mostly promoted by games teachers, and they put head teachers into problem because as head teacher you are expected to sign in the album that you have verified and found these are correct learners that should participate, and in most cases head teachers sign on trust that my games teacher has presented the correct thing for me, but now they implicate the head teacher. So our games teachers, let us try to desist from this practice, putting our game head teachers into danger, because the Sports Act now is very powerful and it leaves no one unpunished. It punishes the head teacher, it punishes the games teacher, it also punishes the student who is being used to impersonate the other. So you students also be careful, because you will also go into courts of law. In other regions at national level, we have seen these people who do the wrong thing being handed over to police. They hand you over to police for further investigation and presentation to courts of law. But for us, we have never done it. But we are going to start it this year. Some of you, we are going to hand you over to a funder here, and you will be further investigated, and we don't know where you will end. And that is what we are going to do. I want to therefore take this opportunity to appreciate the district leadership of Maracha District for inviting us to come here, for receiving us well and protecting us. Especially, I want to start with the office of the RDC, because the RDC is the one in charge of the district security. Actually, is the president of the district. He represents the president of the Republic of Uganda. And if we are safe here, I know it is because of the intervention or the presence of the office of the president in Maracha District. We know that Maracha District is at the border, and being at the border, a lot of things happen. And if you don't get an RDC who is very, if you don't get one who is not very capable, many things are likely to happen. So we thank you very much, RDC, for ensuring our security. Thank you very much. I want to thank the district local government leadership in the persons of the LC5 and his executive, because we are in your hands, we are at your home. You can't, if you are not received in somebody's home, you may not be given chairs, and if you are not given a seat, you know that you are not welcomed, and you quickly plan how to leave quickly also. So we want to thank you for receiving us and keeping us well. We are feeding well. We are enjoying the environment of Maracha. We feel at home. And I want to thank the technical staff of the district, headed by the cow. Under the cow, we have the the DEOs, we have the district sports officers, and we have the inspectors of schools and other staff. We want to thank you for being hospitable to us. And I want to thank the Ashu Maracha, head teachers of Maracha District. May God bless you for making arrangement to receive us here on behalf of the local government of Maracha District, and to ensure that these activities we are undertaking now run very, very smoothly. We thank USA West Nile, headed by Mr. Enjata Francis, who prepared the venue for us together with the host head teacher. We thank you very much, and we thank the head teachers who are hosting us. Head teacher of Maracha Secondary School, we are very grateful to you. You were the one who spearheaded the request to usher us here. We went around, by the way, there were 4 schools that applied: Maracha SS, Moyo SS, Angal SS in Navy, and then another school in Ajumani for ball games too. We went to all these places, inspected them, and we found Maracha SS to be the most fitting for this year's tournament. For hosting us with the Maracha Domestic, we felt that these 2 schools are very, very conducive to keep us here for the 8 days we shall be here in Maracha. So Maracha SS, Maracha Domestic, we are very grateful to you for hosting us. We thank you, your staff, your students, and everybody in the school. And finally, we want to thank the community of Maracha for welcoming us with all their hands, all their hearts, and we are here. We thank you very much. We are going to be in your hands for the remaining 6 days, and I believe that we shall end very, very well. May I therefore, with this say, I conclude my remarks for God and my country. And I take the opportunity to welcome the Ashu Chair of West Nile Zone or West Nile District.
Thank you so much, Chairperson USSSA West Nile. I want to begin by praising Almighty, our Creator, for this very beautiful day. We are the guest of honor, none other than the RDC and the encourage. I want to observe the protocol. In the interest of time, I'm sure the guest of honor and his team here will be heading somewhere. Guest of honor, allow me first to introduce all the teachers present here. May you stand up for contribution. All the teachers, thank you very much. Since there are few, allow me to ask them to tell their names and their schools.
Thank you very much. Head teacher Lunga Secondary School from Koboko District and as chairperson.
Thank you, Chair, members. My name is Francis Okenge, the teacher St. Charles Luanga College, Koboko, and Treasurer Ashu Koboko.
Jacob Farouk Shapiro, the teacher Maracha SS, General Secretary-elect, Maracha District.
My name is Asega Peter Obiga, head teacher, Arika Secondary School, Terego, and chairman, USSA Terego.
Thank you, Tabru Gladys. My name, head teacher, Victor Secondary School, and chairperson, welfare.
I am Oka Romano, head teacher, Honorable City Secondary School, and Chairperson ASU, Maracha District. Thank you.
Lenzata Francis Kidwangoma is my name. I teach Outlaw Secondary School. Chairperson is Maracha.
I'm Rafael Ngom Choyomiliel, head teacher of Paida Secondary School in Zombo District and the chair of USSSA, West Nile Zone. Thank you.
Thank you. Joaquim Obin is my name. Chairperson Academic Committee, Maracha District Teachers Association.
Yes, call me Elder Kaya Genesis, head teacher, Yivu Secondary School, member Academic Committee, West Nile. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Chief guest, these are the sponsors of this activity. I want to thank them for representing the rest of the head teachers here. These are the people that have enabled us to come here. I want to thank you very sincerely and also for being present. I also want to thank our host sincerely for the good work they have done on ground. And indeed, as the chairperson Usa was saying, the environment is, as you are seeing, very conducive. We appreciate. And the same thing is also the other side in the other school, Maracha Domestic. We want to appreciate. Also want to thank the district leadership for creating a very conducive environment. We are here in 2017, and it is the reason we are back, because we are hosted very well, and we want to appreciate Maracha by bringing these games here again. And I think you'll host it again very soon. Thank you so much. I want to caution the teams that as we're here, you remember Chairperson USSA dwell so much on issues of honesty. And that goes back to us, the head teachers and the games teachers. Let's try to be honest. 2, discipline is paramount. We cannot achieve without discipline. So far, I think I want to thank you for the discipline. I want to caution those teams that were indisciplined in their teams, in their districts, that we saw a lot of violence in the district tournaments, that we don't have to see this one here. And I want to inform you that the DPC is ready for any person that will cause any problem here. And that's why the DPC is here. I want to caution that as teams, please ensure that there's discipline within your camp and also discipline during the games. I encourage that you have fair play and play as brothers and sisters of this region. Let the best team win. And we shall all be supporting those teams. I have seen that there's a very big gap. Chairperson Ashu Maracha gave us a lot of information, and one of which was one of our gallant sons of this region, particularly from Maracha. That's none other than late Miradua. And I think he was also my neighbor in our city when he was serving that side. And why all this gap? He played for Liverpool, but from that time to date, are there any players playing from this region in Premiership? And that means there's a very big gap. And that requires us to work as a team and be honest. By the way, be honest. Our country is not doing so well in ball games internationally. And that means there's a challenge for us to begin to correct from here so that we should be the best. We want to see more of Miraduas from among you people here, more of the Okutis, more of Shabans that are playing for this country. So it is only you that will bail us out. And therefore you need to be working hard and also be disciplined as much as possible. Remember, presently, the best paid people across the world are sports persons. So I want to encourage that we instill discipline in ourselves And above all, let's be honest and encourage fair play. Finally, as a SHU, we shall support all the activities of USSA and want to thank USSA at this region for doing quite very commendable work. I also represent a SHU in the USSA organizing committee. I am not the chairperson, I'm the vice chairperson. I am called Munduga Muzamil, a teacher Kureses, vice chairperson ASHU, also chairperson Games and Sports Committee of the Regional Council of the teachers. Our chairperson of ASHU is Madame Kointa Okelo, a teacher Zoe ZOSS at Zombo. She would love to be with us here. She was here yesterday and the other day. But I think there are a number of other activities that she's being undertaking on behalf of this region. So we are fully represented, and I want to appeal to all the teams to be calm and do their best. Let the best team win, and all of us will be celebrating. First of all of you here are winners because you are champions from your districts. That's why you are here, and therefore you are champions. So when you lose, take it easy. When you win, also celebrate responsibly so that we have peace. With this said, I want to thank you very much for listening. May the Lord bless all of you. With this, I want to take this opportunity time to invite the sports officer of Maracha District. You're most welcome.
Our guest of honor, with nice function. I observe the rest of the protocol in the rest of time. My name is Henry Aniko, the sports officer Maracha. I want to take this opportunity to thank God for bringing all these districts here safely. I know some of us came as far as Jumani, Zombo, Pakwat, and so on. You're welcome to Maracha District and also Maracha SS and the Maracha Domestic Science Institute. I want to appreciate all the schools that have been able to make it here in this edition of the regional tournament. I know some schools have not been able to make it here because of financial challenges and other challenges too. But I'll advise that in the following year, all schools will be able to participate at this level. There are 59 schools out of 80 expected here, which is a very big drop from the previous year. And yet, I believe strongly that Maracha is more central than Koboko. When you take Jumani and the Zombo, their center is preferable to Maracha District. So we really advise that the schools that qualify for these activities should be able to participate. I want to make a comment about feeding of these learners, most athletes in these activities. Feeding affects the performance of athletes either positively or negatively. I want to call on the advisors, the organizers, to make sure that these athletes are fed well. But so far, so good, I think, because we have never received any other major complaint concerning feeding. But I will advise that if it has been good, the spirits will continue. If there are gaps in feeding, the gaps will be filled so that everyone is happy and plays well. The chairperson USSA region made several challenges. He actually enumerated so many challenges about the rules and organization processes. I know some of the challenges in organizing this activity might have been caused by loopholes in the rules of the USSA, which is approved by the ministry. But I think in your consequent meetings, some of these gaps will be verified so that whatever is making these activities difficult can be handled at that level. I'm sure in Maracha we have several standard grounds for us to play these activities or these games. I advise, if there are manpower gaps, we have got the local labor in these primary schools. We have got primary teachers who can be incorporated to demarcate these football pitches. I was moving around yesterday. By noon, over 8 of the pitches that were earmarked to be used were not demarcated, which to me was not good, because if the local labor was used to handle that with your supervisory ability, I don't think that challenge will have emerged. I think by now they already handled. There were issues about Maracha hosting this activity. I think 2017. I think it was well organized and it was well handled. That time I was around, and this time I'm still around also. There are gaps in every activity, which shall be also filled in the next activity, because if an activity has already a gap in this area, the following year has to be filled so that we don't see another gap again. Sports is all about discipline. If there's a gap of discipline and if it fails to be filled, this indiscipline may continue in the following activity. So I advise that wherever there are gaps of discipline, this must be filled immediately. I do not want to waste a lot of time, because when I checked my watch, we are approaching time for lunch and there are games at 2 p.m. I want to take this opportunity to invite my Secretary of Social Services, who is stepping in the position of the other officer who is not in place. My secretary, you're most welcome to attend. Otherwise, come again next year if the team who says so. Otherwise, we are ready to host this same activity next academic year. Thank you.
Thank you, the chief guest. In the interest of time, I want to respect the rest of the protocol. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ale Madiki. I'm the Secretary of Social Services in Maracha District. I want to take this opportunity to join the other colleagues who spoke before me in welcoming all the various guests across West Nile to Maracha District local government. I want to say, as a district, we are very, very much privileged to have this opportunity for the second time in the history of Maracha District local government to host the regional ball games. I therefore want to thank the committee for, out of many schools in this sub-region, to have chosen Maracha District to benefit in this kind of arrangement. Maracha is always open and they were welcoming. And therefore, I accordingly want to recommend that next time, when you also be scouting around, kindly also land on Maracha to host a similar event. I want to say this is West Nile Champions League. Of course, all those who have come are champions, and we do expect a high level of competition. Then thereafter, the select teams to represent West Nile sub-region in the national ball games to be in Bukedea district will send participants that are going to compete with the rest of the nation, as West Nile will be very, very proud about that. I want to observe that in such organization, one or two things may always come out in the course of the whole thing. I therefore want to say that one key issue that will always bring confusion is the issue of officiation. And I want to pray that those who are going to handle these ball games will officiate to the best of their ability, and may they allow the best team to win in this arrangement. I also want to add my voice on the issue of movement. We have about 6 to 7 pitches which we are using, and they all seem to be far apart. I want to still remind the teams, especially the team managers, in the course of the movement, I pray that they'll be moving safely. They need to take care of the players so that we don't register issues of accident in the course of this tournament. So many things have been observed, ladies and gentlemen, in reference to the verification of these players. I think the technical people alluded to some of them. I really want to make a humble appeal to the ASHU, West Nile, in the national engagement. It is our prayer that some of these issues that deter certain bona fide players from participating, they really need to be ionized at that level so that those who are really authentic to participate in these ball games, they are really given the leeway and that they have the opportunity to exercise their talent. You never know, in the future, that is the way they are going to survive. It is really very, very absurd to see someone traveling from Nebi, someone traveling from Germany to Maracha, and only to be disappointed. And the person is aware that he or she is a bona fide player. So such complications of issues to do with the transfers of these athletes from one school to another, where a particular school holds, does not release a certain specific player, yet this is a bona fide player. To me, it is really haunting me a lot. I pray that at national level, these issues, they need to be ionized so that we give opportunity to the rightful players. However, some of the officials, especially the games teachers, as somebody alluded to, they are not equally trusted. They continue forging documents as if they are schools that have less than 11 students. I believe in schools, we have very many learners who could take the opportunity. It's just a matter of nurturing the talent so that you prepare them for these ball games. If you have been doing that, I want to say it is very, very unfortunate. Let us try to exhibit a high level of professionalism so that our games will be played maturely and they will nurture the rightful talent. Otherwise, as Maracha, we are very, very peaceful. Just as somebody observed, this is a beautiful district. Apart from Miriadoa Falls, I also want to inform my dear guests that we have, I think, the only pyramid in the district, which is located in Alikwa sub-county, just about 3 kilometers away from here. So those of you who would be interested, please kindly get the opportunity. You go and see that pyramid. You also have opportunity. You go and to chat in Miriadoa Falls and there are very many other sceneries in the district. I thank you everyone here. I want to wish you a safe stay in Maracha District. When the rightful time comes, we also want to wish you a safe journey. I say all this for God and my country, and I now want to take the opportunity in that regard to invite the chairman of the district to come and address this gathering. The chairman, you're most welcome. Thank you for having listened.
Yeah, thank you very much. The RDC, who is the chief guest, my colleague members who have come from the district, the ASU chairperson and your executive, the organizing chairperson, the head teachers, and the participants who have turned up for this function. Allow me to extend my gratitude to thank the ASU West Nile for choosing Maracha District to host the regional ball game 1. This has been a golden opportunity for us when we learned that Maracha District has been earmarked through Maracha Secondary School and Maracha Domet to host this event. In the due course, we were able to do consultations with other stakeholders whether we shall continue to host this function. Allow me to really register my appreciation for finally bringing this tournament here. Secondly, I want to thank everybody who has come to witness this. This opening ceremony is very, very important function for us to know how we are going to operate in the few days that we are going to be in Maracha District here. Prior to your fund coming, we were able to give a number of messages, a number of communication about the visitors that are going to arrive in the Maracha District, and also how we intend the community to live with these visitors. But naturally, as the people of Maracha, we are always very, very receptive to our visitors. That is the nature of the people of Maracha. Even if you don't inform them, you're already aware that the visitors are here. This is how we are supposed to receive them. We intend to hold our territorial integrity as the people of Maracha to ensure that we are very cautious of your security for the few days that you are going to stay in the Maracha District here. I also call upon you, everybody who is here, especially the students, to also be very cautious of your life, of the community, of the people that you are going to meet when you will be moving in the various destinations. The first security will begin with you, and the rest of the thing will follow. Whereas we may give you assurance that our place is safe, but whatever you are going to do can at the end time provoke anybody. So we call upon you to be very disciplined as you will be moving in the community. Secondly, I am the district vice chairman. I am also the district football association chairman. For us in the management of the games, we so much emphasize the rules, the competition's rules. Football basically defines itself through the rules. And I am quite sure at this level, you are already aware about the rules of the game. And because these rules are already with you here, I am quite sure you are going to implement it very well, so that at the end of the day, we shall have the representatives that will represent West Nile at the National Ball Game 1. For us as a district, we shall be following the schools that have emerged from here, how they are going to perfect and represent us at the national level. That is going to be our prayers, to see that the successful schools here also go and participate very well at the national level. Lastly, my humble appeal to the organizers is, let's ensure that these students return earlier after the games to their various camps. We do not expect the student to loiter or move at night with the community. We least expect that. Moving at night will endanger you for a lot of insecurities that we may not predict. Please ensure that after these games, you are very safe at your camps. That is my prayers to you and the organizers. Basically, if there are challenges that you really need at any appropriate time that we may not pronounce it here, please, we request our office is open. For me, I just stay here. I'm just a neighbor here. I'm within Maracha here. At the end time, we will call us, the DPC and the secretary. Most of us are within here. So we shall also be joining you in watching these games. If there are challenges, we shall continue to help and intervene where necessary. This is what I wanted to give here. I want to emphasize about our tourist side. He mentioned about Alikuwa pyramid. I think in Africa we should have only 2 pyramids. I only know about 2 pyramids. One in South Africa and one in Uganda. Is it in Egypt, you know? The pyramid is in Egypt. So the one in Uganda is here in the district. So you have the opportunity somewhere near here. So you are already near to the place that you have been here in a port. So finally, we wish you a safe stay here. When your time of leaving comes, please go as ambassador of Maracha and pronounce about whatever you have got here. I beg to submit. I want to call the resident district commissioner. I don't know that. Yeah. To come and make the mass and officially open our stay here. I say all this for God and my county.
The district chairperson. I have with me the DPC of this district. Come here and greet these people. Tell them your name and the one.
Thank you very much. I observe the protocol. My name is Superintendent of Police, Tabani Swai, DPC Marachi. Sir, I can't give them the local language because we are West Nile. In West Nile, we speak different languages. So we have gone European. Thank you.
My name is Haji Ramansani Warugwembe. I'm the resident district commissioner here. I have had a rumor that by 2 people are supposed to be on the field. So I only have 1 minute. I want first of all to thank everybody who is here. I want to thank the organizers who are here. I want to thank the head teacher of the host school and his group, and the ASTO West Nile, the Teachers Association, and everybody who has been involved in this. One, supports, as we talk now, somebody here was saying that football is now one of the issues that can pay you highly. So it is incumbent upon us as leaders to make sure that we help these learners, to promote them, to detect it from our schools, so that we can discover talents for them. We should really help them. And I don't see why people should go to source footballers from the market. You bring these market vendors to play for your school. That is not good. Why do you go to the market? You go to that you want good players. You train yours with time. As you are sourcing players from the market, I also hear that even during the time of this exercise, there are also people. Are they called the referees? They call them referees.
And they also ask for money to make teams go through. Which teams are weak? I have also had that rumor. Why do you promote people who are weak to go and represent the region? So let us all abandon all those things. Let us take the best among the stars. Sports is not war. You don't need to fight because of football. If you are defeated, go and organize yourself next week, next time. Go and reorganize. When you come for competition, you either win or you do what? You lose. Don't be like this. I had one person yesterday there in town. These politicians that when you vote me, I am only going to serve only for 2 terms. The man has not even been elected for the first term. You people. Don't be like those groups that when you elect me, I'm going only to serve for what? For 2 terms. He has not even been elected to serve for the I said this man is just offside here. Not to be offside like this politician. The man was assuming too bad. Whether I was going to use the miracle or what, I didn't understand. But I just kept quiet. I did what to, they are so excited at times. Sports is governed by discipline. If you are not disciplined, you will not manage. You go and do other things. If you are not disciplined in sports, you better look for you need to be disciplined. I am happy the teachers are here, your sports teachers are here. They will tell you that one of the pillars that govern sports is discipline. And in absence of that, you will be nothing in the sports. I don't want to waste your time. Last I want to announce here that the president of Uganda is going to visit this region tomorrow. The president is going to visit this region. He's going to be in Yumbe tomorrow. So the good thing is the weekend. I have invited all of you. I've invited all very early in the morning, jump on a bus, and we meet there. It would be very good for you to come and listen to what the president is going to tell us. I don't want to take a lot of time. I am always here at this school. I have engaged most of the teachers. You want me to kick the what? You want me to kick this one? I declare by kicking. Okay, but this is not a playground. Okay, I have declared open.
Thank you so much, the guest of honor. Thank you, guest of honor, that the next match between Maracha SS and NAM is going to be live on TV, and those who will be around can also go and watch this game. Mamba Maracha SS and Mamba is going to be live, and they'll be played. It will be played down there. Mamba is from maybe, I don't know, is it maybe or Zombo, one of those districts. At the same time, Maracha is blessed. We also have a crater lake right at Nyoro, a very nice venue. You can go there and see that crater lake. At the same time, West Nile is blessed with the smallest church in the world. If you go to internet and search for the smallest church in the world, you'll find the smallest church in the whole world in West Nile. There are a lot more histories in West Nile. We are thankful for West Nile, and we now follow the chair to the other table, which is set already in the room there. I'll request Chairperson West Nile USA. Chairperson West Nile USA, you lead this delegation to the next room so that we can be able to release them officially after. You're most welcome. To my teams that are already here, let's now go and get set for our lunch, and also from there to the pitch so that we have our games done. We thank you so much for your audience and for your patience. May God bless you and have a successful day. Thank you so much, and bonjour.
We can take the seminar. Yeah. Okay. Who's taking? No, for me, I just want to record when him is talking. No one interviewing him. That's what I want. Hey. That's what we can help. But let's follow them.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the opening ceremony live here at the Maracha District, where the zonals are taking place. Maracha SS are the hosts for these current zonal games, of course, with that is the Maracha Secondary School of Health Science, of course, known as Domestic. Those are the hosts of the current zonal games. We are here where the opening ceremony has been. We had a lot from important people who has been here with us, and right now we have concluded, of course, that is the opening ceremony. Of course, we are going to have a match which is going to be tomorrow between the Paloringa and the host school, that is Maracha SS. We expected you to of course be with us. You be with us together, and of course tomorrow we catch up live. You can find us in the next chapter. Thank you so much.
Everything I wanted, I said. What do you want from me?
Just welcoming us to.
I have welcomed you. Is that okay? You are which event?
We work with Uganda Secondary School Sports Association.
So, have you put?
Yeah.